Welcome to Freemason School Part 6. In the last episode we ascertained the following. That was that this logo here, the Masonic logo here, breaks up into the word Aho, which is Alpha, He. It's pronounced Chi in English, but that's not how you say it in the Greek language. So it's Alpha, He, Omega, which is Aho, which means sorrow. And it also breaks up into 6 letters, which, 6 by the way, devil's favourite number, which spells the word Loga and Hiss, yeah, which is the noise that a snake makes. And Loga means a liar, a deceiver, and also to burn. And I put a link in part 5 for you to look at. Now, what's transpired from this is that the common denominator in the Masons' hand signals and also the shapes, etc., that they use in buildings, that they are all based on the Greek alphabet. And it's important that you understand also how the Greek alphabet is actually pronounced rather than read out. For instance, in the English language you would say ABC, but if you used C to spell cat, you wouldn't pronounce it sat, for instance. So the X, as you know, as the X in the Greek language is pronounced as a he, and that's the noise that you use to explain that sound. Now, let's just take a look first of all at where these X's are used. Now, if I use 3 X's, for instance, and they are all pronounced he, then the sound that 3 X's would make would be which is the sound of a snake. So basically it's a hissing sound. So let's have a look here. For instance, we've got the movie XXX, yeah? So that's a snake noise. Next we've got this here, which is a Merry XXXmas show. And it says a celebration of open sexuality and perversity. So there you have an open admission that it is to do with perversity. So it's Merry Mas. And that's what the poster says. Next we've got this game for a computer, which is called BMX XXX. Again, the snake noise. This XXX root beer. Again, the snake noise. Markings in the road. Again, a snake noise. There's an album here from a band called Chicago, and it's called XXX. Snake noise again. There's another one here about some pills, and again, XXX, the snake noise. There's a band here or something, whatever it is, called Diesel, and the 3 X's are placed in the shape of a pyramid. So again, the snake noise again. Here's another one here, which is a logo I found on the internet, and it's got the 3 X's here, and this gives away more of the game because you've got the hourglass here, and suddenly it becomes apparent that the hourglass in this symbology is the upward and downward facing pyramid, and they even have a knife here. Which looks like a trowel. It's the shape of a trowel. Just make that bigger so you can see that. So again, the snake noise here. And here's a female fancy weekend. Again, XXX, the sound that a snake makes. Let's just take a look further into this. We've got things like, for instance, the very popular TV show, the X Factor, the Factor, where you will find people in the audience crossing their arms at people when they want them thrown off stage, and people have to stand on an X. And if you look at the American version, you'll see that they have to walk along a walkway which is completely made of X's. So it's all the way along, and then they come before a panel of 3 judges who have X's in front of them, again the snake noise, and then they have the half dome flying saucer shape as the button that they press to buzz people out. Now that is also, the XXX is also the official symbol of Holland. Again, the snake. Then we've got beer, which is called, which has got 3 X's on it. 3 X's is used to promote porn. The Olympics, this is the official 30th Olympics, which is 3 X's. Again, the snake sound. So you've got all of these things here that make the snake sound. Now, looking at this in terms of the logos which are used, just turn this way here. Here we've got 3 X's, which is the snake noise. Here I've got 4 hexagons. Now, I found something like this on a building company's banner, and I presumed that it just meant 666, and they put another 6 in just to confuse the issue. But that's not the case. This is very clever. Watch what happens when I just take these ends off of these hexagons. It's 3 X's. The snake, once again. So again, we found the common denominator, which is the use of the Greek language with letters, and hiding these Greek letters within shapes and making snake type noises and flying saucer shapes and so on. So it's pretty clear that this is the route to take if we're going to break the Masonic cryptography, that these hand signals and the shapes used in the buildings and so on and so forth are in fact the Greek alphabet. And it's important to understand how the Greek alphabet is in fact pronounced. It helps if you know a bit of Greek like I do. But I'm going to do my best in forthcoming issues to teach you as much as I can about the Greek alphabet and how each letter should be pronounced. But wherever you see these triple X's, what you're seeing is the snake.